Hello and welcome to our very last installment. 4 parts. This is number 4. I can't believe it. All right, time flew by. I wasn't expecting. So this week, we're obviously going to be getting up to our hardest progression, or I guess hardest regression there. The hardest point to make a free handstand a little bit easier, that point right before you get to a free handstand. I believe I went through it a little earlier in some of the videos, but we're going to be going through a 1-point wall handstand here. So the idea is that you set yourself up in a wall handstand with 1 foot touching the wall, that's the 1 point, and then 1 foot is just free in the air. Now, the idea is that you're trying to get that foot on the wall, off the wall, to try to find that balance point and try to get to a proprioceptive feeling of finding your balance in that inverted position. And then the bodily tip or trick that I wanted to go through for today is less of an actual physical trick, less so than the tilting the pelvis and the hand positioning and all that. It's more so of an inner kind of trick. It's really just to focus, because the only way that you're going to get better at balancing is by practice. So that's really, we just want to get our reps in with these 1-point wall handstands. And then once you get to a point where you're finding your balance and you're not relying on that wall anymore, then the next step is just a free handstand, and that is an exciting venture to go through. So we're gonna get it started. Last video, let's get it going. Alright, so working from the ground up, we are going for the hands, not too close, not too far away, or just right in the middle. We raise the middles of the fingers up so that we're touching with just the fingertips and the base of the hand. Little bear claw. There you go. And then after that, we move up to obviously the shoulders and the pelvis. So just reinforcing again the idea that you want to be pushing up through the shoulders and tilting that pelvis forward, getting your body closer to that straight line before we get started with that 3-point wall handstand. So going through a couple times here, look at how straight that looks. Beautiful. Fantastic. Oakley dokley. So, the little tip, like I said earlier, is less of a bodily tip on how to manipulate your body to get a better handstand, and more of just a reinforcement of the concentration you need to have while you're upside down like that. So I want you to focus your energy and your concentration down on the floor. You can look at the floor, you can look at your hands. I just want you to concentrate on something that's not moving and trying to proprioceptively feel if your body is in a straight line. Now, actually, you can take a video as well of yourself doing this at this exact angle so that we can see, is my body in a straight line or is it not? Very beneficial. So here I'm obviously demonstrating a wall handstand. Now what I'm talking about with the 3-point is right here, where you see that one heel is touching the wall. And basically the idea is you're trying to move your free leg a little farther forward, just inch by inch, until that heel comes up off of the wall. At that point you have then found your balance, and it is totally okay like that if you just fall back against the wall, because you may not be able to hold it for very long. Now it's going to be dependent on where your balance is, on which way you're going to fall. Obviously backwards is just to the wall, and if it's forwards, then we're just going to have to kick up into another handstand. It's important to celebrate those little moments where you're holding that handstand maybe for the first time ever, and even if it is a short-lived handstand, couple seconds long, those are what are going to incrementally build up to just a free handstand. So you got it, trust me. All right, so here I wanted to show you guys how hard it is to hold a handstand without properly stacking those body parts. Now if I'm not pushing up through the shoulders, then I'll find that I eventually fall forward We don't want that, obviously, so we kick back up into a handstand. Now, if you move that foot too fast, then again, you'll have to shuffle those hands back. You're gonna lose your balance, and then compensate. It's just not a fun thing. Now, I know it's a frustrating thing. It can be discouraging, just kicking up and kicking up, but practice, 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 and I promise you'll make improvements here. It's all about getting those reps in. Alrighty, and then there you have it. That is going to be the last installment from Jordan for our handstand videos. I just wanted to leave you with like a word of wisdom here, that like don't be too hard on yourself when it comes to like calisthenics of any kind. There are some intense movements and movements that like we are not used to in our day-to-day life. Obviously, people aren't used to walking around on their hands. Celebrate the little moments. Don't worry about being perfect. I've been doing this for a while now and I'm still not perfect. I still have to have my moments where I find my balance, where I might lose my balance, and that's totally okay. It's just like fitness is in general, where it's gonna be a journey and you gotta celebrate the little moments for sure. So I really hope that these 4 videos helped you in your quest to like ace the handstand, and hopefully this ignited a passion in you to kind of follow through calisthenics a little bit more, maybe change that handstand to like an aerial or something, or like a backflip, who knows. But I just wanted to thank everybody for watching and sticking true through these 4 weeks. All right, Jordan out.